How you guys doing? Josh here with Ohio Fish Rescue. You guys been asking what's a normal day like here at the rescue? Well, today you're gonna find out. So we moved a bunch of fish out of quarantine. There was gouramis in there, Colombian sharks, the tattooed gouramis, all sorts. We brought the archer fish over here. We took the lemon barbs and we brought them over to the 4400. We're getting ready to jump in here and bring a bunch of fish out of the 4,000 into the 3,000. Maybe even throw a couple into the pool. We've got this flower horn over in the 180. We got this tilapia Mozambique over in the 180 as well. Seem to be doing fine. But, like always, there's not a day that goes by that we're rescuing fish here. So in this tub, the lady just dropped off two 12-inch or so pacu. They're a little bit beat up, but it's alright, they're in good hands. We'll go ahead and heal these guys right back up. But right now, there is a couple other people on their way, and they are bringing some massive, massive fish. So me and my dad have been prepping all morning. Might have to just put this tank on the ground, fill it with water. Depending on the size, might be able to put them in this 550. If not, I always got 1,000-gallon pop-up tubs for backup. And of course, we've got excess filtration. And of course, while this is going on, we're doing water changes on the quarantine racks. So we've got a little bit of everything going on everywhere. So the craziness continues. We got this crazy man, good old Rob Volts over here. He's driving all the way from Indiana to bring us his monster fish. And he shows up in a U-Haul trailer. This right here, buddy, is dedication.
Yes, sir, it is.
Dedication.
Ohio Fish Rescue, here we are.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Alrighty.
Big monsters in here, man. I got a lot of them going in, and they need a better home, bro.
Well, you brought him to the right place. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you? Jacob's Josh Price, and Jacob Wright. I've seen a lot of your work. Where do I park this thing to bring these guys in?
If you want to, do you think you can back it up right in the driveway right here?
Behind the van?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty, back the trailer in. Let's see what kind of situation we're dealing with here. See, he's got the big old tub. Oh, he's got it screwed down. Let's go ahead and get this lid off, and I'll show you guys what we're dealing with here. It's a lot bigger than a 150-gallon stock tank I thought it was.
It's 180. 180 complete, yeah.
Alrighty.
But they're all...
You guys are seeing it first. He's got some big boys in here, some tiger shovel nose, some pacu,
Pleco.
big old pleco. There we go.
It's 22 inches.
These guys made the drive all the way from Angola, Indiana.
Yeah.
What, that's about a 4.5-hour drive?
No, it's actually 2 hours 47 minutes, and we made it in 2 hours, like 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Alrighty, that ain't bad at all.
No, sir. Oh, these guys are super healthy, man. Super healthy. These guys, they really, really, really healthy. I can't express this enough on how much these guys are so healthy that I mean, you can pick them up and handle them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got a few different species in here too.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, let's start draining this water and we'll get these guys inside. So, of course, in the midst of all of it, my good old mother here, she's over here acclimating this red-tailed catfish, and she's also taking her time to vacuum out all this sand in the 700 for me. So I appreciate that, Mom. But like saying, over here at Ohio Fish Rescue, we like to do things big. So here goes a 2-inch hose. We're going to go and drain this tub out and get these fish back here. Alrighty, 2-inch hose is draining. Lots of water coming out. We're going to get this tub drained down to a reasonable amount that we can lift it onto some rollers and roll it around to the fish room.
Yes, sir.
So let's take just a few minutes here and we'll be able to show you guys the next step in the process here. So a monster fish lover's greatest helper these little babies right here. I get them for $8 at Harbor Freight, and we probably go through about 8 to 10 a month moving all these fish tanks and fish around. But you toss them under this big old tub, and they'll be ready to go. As you guys can see, the water's all drained down. You can see the fish a little bit better now. They're all in immaculate condition, and they're ready to come off to their new home. So let's go ahead and carry this tub out of here and see what we can do with these guys. Look at these boys. Drove all the way from Indiana. Now I'm putting them to work.
Hey, Chris. What's happening? How you doing, brother? Doing good.
That's a 180.
That's a 180 tub. Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like a 110.
It looks exactly like it. That's what I thought it was, a 110 or a 150. I'm like, that's too wide. Yep, we're just going to bring it right to this door, and then we'll fill them up on water, and then we'll transfer them with the smaller tub. Go ahead and leave them right there.
Where's our one?
So,
All right, so we're over here acclimating these fish so far. They're getting some fresh water, and these guys want to tell you something a little bit exciting over here.
So my guy here, this is Jacob Wright. Met through a page on Facebook, a fish page, and come into some hard times. You know what I mean? I'm giving up my monsters right now. You know, I've got a lot of health problems and whatnot and stuff, and it's hard to help and maintain and take care of these big fish like they need to. So this guy drove 7.5 hours from my house. He lives in Wisconsin. 7.5 hours to my house. Helped me get my monsters around. Pays for the trip and helps me get my monsters here. That's a good dude, man. That's a good dude.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Well,
respect
a
right
rescue,
there.
man. There you go. My dad used to do that to me. Give me a handshake. He grabbed me by the tips of my fingers. Make me feel like a woman.
So looking at these fish down here, we've got Smashmouth. This guy was a rescue from a 180 gallon, you said?
180 gallon tank, yeah.
So he was a big boy, and he's got a big smashed in mouth. So that's where he gets his name. We've got Cyclops right here. He's only got
guy
one
with
eye.
one eye. He's a rescue as well.
And then we've got his big guy Mac over here.
Yes, sir.
Big, beautiful baby.
I got him when he was only 20 inches when I rescued him out of a 125. And he went from a 125 to a 180 to a 300 to a 600 gallon pool. And now he's coming to a forever home. So
And then we've got this small guy.
Big enough for the pool.
Does this small guy have a name here?
nope, small guy never had a name. He was bought on a whim from a guy that wanted to rescue him. When we got him, he was 12 inches. He's pushing 18 now.
Okay.
So, and both Smashmouth and Mac are pushing at least 28 to 30 inches. So,
Got two red belly pacu here. They're probably
Yeah.
about 10 inches or so.
10 and 6.
You can see him. He's got a lot of red on his belly still.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice looking. Then we've
Oh,
got
yeah.
this 2 foot or so giant Placo.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
He'd come out of a 125 too. That was a rescue fish.
It's insane. You'll be surprised what kind of fish can fit in a 125.
Yeah.
You guys remember that 34-inch pacu named
Yeah.
Big Bertha was in a 125 all of her
Yeah.
life.
That's insane.
Yeah, the Pacu are Flash, or Roscoe and Flash, the little guy's Flash. So they've been buddies. They've been buddies ever since I put them together. So take real good care of my fish, man. It's just right now I'm barely taking care of myself and medical issues and whatnot. So I got to make sure these guys are good.
Well, you know that they're in good
I know
hands
they're
now.
in good hands. That's the reason why I brought them to Ohio Fish Rescue. Absolutely.
I love it. Alright guys, the fish have been acclimating now for quite some time. And we're just getting ready to take these fish into the 550 quarantine. Now, being that we're at the rescue, we have a lot more resources available here. We can move these fish a lot easier. So what I'm going to do for you guys, we're going to take a towel and we're going to get all of these big guys from this tub and carry them straight in. That way we don't rip no fins. They're not being stressed any more than they need to be. So taking a towel, I'm going to move these big guys now. First, get the towel wet. You have an easy way of maneuvering them. And then you just pick them up. See how easy, nice, let it drip off a little bit, and run them to the tank.
And you don't see a lot of flapping going on.
And he's in this nice new water. Bam. Beautiful catfish. Now, like any other video, I hope you guys can learn a little something. Towels are a great tool for moving fish. Number 2. Oh, he's a little bit.
You got him too far back.
Yep. I ain't quite. This tub's just a little bit too big for me, man.
Max powerhouse.
Alrighty.
There you go.
There we go.
When you got them securely, they don't flip as much.
Yep.
There you go, big guy.
Alright.
Let's go.
Run them in there.
Alright, this guy here, most of the time, Plecos, if you can just get a finger underneath their top end, you get them out of the water, you can carry them just like this. You're not stressing the fish.
Do not clamp them on their sides. Their fins will shut down on you, clamp up, and it will hurt. They are strong.
Oh, yeah.
Get them by their mouth and their tail fin.
That's the biggest Pleco I've ever seen.
Oh, I'll show you a bigger one in a minute.
You gonna grab baby boy? Yeah.
Maybe.
Alright.
Rob's learning here.
Oh yeah, I gotta learn to do it myself. Come in. If I can just see him, I can catch him. He's right there in front
It's
of me.
easier just throwing the towel down on them and then finding them in the trap towel.
Move up towards his head more.
There you go.
Good deal. Now go take them up to the 550 and release them.
Alrighty. These last 2 pacus are a little bit too fast for the whole net trick, so I'm just going to go ahead and net these guys.
Oh, such cute little pacus.
He's so dark.
There you go.
Look at all the red on this guy. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
he's flopping around a little bit.
Take him in the water. Go, go, go. Okay, so that's all the fish out of here.
Alright guys, the fish are in here. As you can see, they're smash mouthed a little bit more. This is exactly what happens when you stick too big of a fish in a small tank. They'll spaz out, they'll bust at their nose, and the fish actually becomes deformed. If you take a fish like this, keep them in a 180 gallon, this is eventually what can happen to them. But as you can see, we just got these other 2 little pacus in the day. There's 4 of them in there. Actually, we got 5. They're all schooling together. There goes Mac in the back there. You can see that big old Pleco right there. And then we've got this red tail that's in there. There's the little shovel nose, and there's Cyclops right there.
Cyclops is starting to get that too.
You can see he's got a little bit of a duck bill to him, or at least that's what I like to call it, where they're growing too big in a small tank and their nose basically just does that. That's not necessarily from a hit or an injury like Smash Mouth is. This is just from being in too small of a tank for too long. So Rob rescued him, brought him to his 600-gallon pond, and now, of course, you heard the story. He's having issues with himself, so he brought him here to live their life out at the rescue. So Rob's kids were bummed out that he had to give away his fish and whatnot. So he's taking home this 125. It's just the tank, no stand. He's going to set that up for his kids. So along with that, we gave him all these terracotta breeding pipes because he wants to get into the smaller cichlids and whatnot. He can care for them a lot easier. You can see there's 3 different size pipes. Gave him these buckets of rocks here so he can decorate. And we're also giving him some variety of Jack Dempsey's and Psalms. So I'll show you guys them here in a little bit. Alright, so he's all loaded up. He's got his 125, all his terracotta pots, all his little rocks that he decided to take. Of course, he's got his 180 tub loaded back up in here. We gave him some filter pads and whatnot. And we gave him a bucket of Jack Dempsey's and Gold Psalms. So he's taking them home so his kid's going to have some new fish because they had to give up the big fish. So hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so the fish have been calmed down in this tank now for about an hour. They're all breathing better. They all got their color back. You know the fish are in good hands. Do you got any last words for your fishy friends over here?
Not really. I just know they're in a better home. They'll always be taken care of. That's the reason why OFR is my place. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well, we're done with today's video, of course. Always like, comment, subscribe. For those of you diehards, don't forget to hit that bell in the corner. And don't forget to keep watching. We've got some real good content coming up for you guys.